So this might be my first ever vlog of Mono Church.
Stop the sound.
Hey Stone, come here. Since you're already in the video, come here. What have we been working on?
Videos?
Yeah, videos. And we are working on writing out the pitch for the very first meeting about raising support for Mono Church. So the very first meeting is going to be with our current church, Cross and Crown in Seattle, and that's going to be tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. So I'm trying to type out what to say for that. It's kind of a little scary. I'll just show you the process a little bit here. Whatever is on this page will be said tomorrow. And man, it's kind of freaky. Alright, well, we got 15 minutes. Be there 15 minutes early. Here's kind of the basics of this pitch for this morning. In America, the math works well for churches when you start to get to about 120 people in a room, because that's about the point where you can afford a second staff person. And most church plants fail because of that. They don't get to 120 and get a second staff before the first guy crashes. But the catch is this: every chair in a church in America costs $10,000. But I've been thinking a lot about that math because, man, that is not mustard seed math. That is not starting with a little thing and then God making it huge. That's starting with something huge. Starting with a premise that it costs 10 grand to have one open seat for one new person. And I've been thinking a lot about the parable of the mustard seed because God takes something and he exponentially multiplies it. And I think right now that's what the church in America needs, is some kind of radical multiplication. Well, at any rate, we shall see what happens. So we've made it to the U District, which sometimes can feel like a post-apocalyptic war zone. But this morning is feeling beautiful. This is where I've been helping plant Cross and Crown Church for the past 5 years. It looks prettier from the front. All right, so it's about to go down. Feeling a little nervous now. But you know what? I'm just gonna take a second to pray out here. And if there's one thing I've learned in the past few weeks, is that God can do crazy stuff. 2 months ago, we weren't even thinking of moving. I would have never thought about trying to plant a church. That just seems crazy. So what I do is I get a grande Americano, pour part of it in here that I can keep hot until lunchtime, drink part of it here, and I don't know, it just works, man. Okay, rambling. Remember, note to self, stop rambling. Do y'all mind if I record my part here? All right, so I want to say one thing before we start, which is that nothing that I'm going to say to you guys in this depends on my own strength and ability. I wanted to be clear on that because there's a lot of these ideas that I feel pretty confident in, but the confidence is purely just from observing, feeling like I'm observing and getting a glimpse of something cool and miraculous that God is doing. So if I come across confident in the ideas, just don't hear it as arrogance or confidence in my own ability. It's just, I'm really confident that God is going to do some miraculous things in this next season. Okay, so did the elders meeting this morning. That was crazy. People were stoked, man. I think people are mostly stoked about the parable of the mustard seed and the reality that Jesus does stuff differently, you know? He does it differently than the way the world does it. Like, the math in the world works totally different than the way Jesus does it. He takes little things and he turns them into big things.